Hey guys, I'm here to introduce your next program. It's a fairly simple one. It's basically going to calculate a percentage off and give you the discounted price. With coming up, I thought we'd do something that involved a little holiday shopping. So basically, this program will do six things that I have listed here on the screen for you. To get the original price of the item, which the user will enter. The user will also enter the discount percentage. If it was 20% off, you'd type a 20 there. If it was 30% off, you'd type a 30 there, and so on. Then you're going to percentage by 100, which in effect moves the decimal point, because obviously when we deal with percentages, 20% wouldn't actually be multiplying by 20, it will be multiplying by 0.2. So you divide by 100 in our calculations, and that will actually move the decimal point. We have that percentage as a decimal. We're going to multiply it by the original price, what we're going to call the discount. Once we have the discount, we have to subtract the discount from the price, and that will be the new sale price. Have that new sale price defined as a variable. We will display it on our screen. The end result should look something similar to this. This will be the bare minimum to get your 20 out of 25. You'll notice I have a label here. I have here where the user the original price. There's a label here. Here where we're going to enter our percentage as a whole number, like 20%. We're going to type 20, no percent sign. And then here is where the calculated sale price will be displayed in two controls minimum. Actually calculate the sale price and display it in the text box. We have this close statement which will exit the program. This will be what the user interface looks like. Here are the names that I'm going to give to my various controls and boxes. You will not receive full credit if you leave these labels default in your program at this point. So you're going to have to name them something. They don't have to be the same as mine, but they do have to be named. Here's a quick all the property changes that I'm going to make in my program. You should definitely make similar changes in yours. Naturally, you could choose your own fonts and put backgrounds in and things. But this particular change on the sale price label is of importance, as you know. I'm going to assume at this point that you can put in these three labels, these two text boxes, and this label output, and these two buttons all ready to go in your code. So that I'm actually just going to focus on the code, the calculate sale price button. Okay, so if you click on the calculate button in your design mode, some code that looks similar to this, and now we're going to define our variables that we're going to need in this program. I'm just going to play this along a little bit, and you'll see I have those already typed. So one of the new things you're going to learn in this program is yet a different way to define a variable. Notice we're saying decimal in front of all my variables that I need in here. That is because when we're dealing with percentages and currency, naturally our output is going to be in decimal format. So C# has a command that says, hey, we're defining this variable original price to be a decimal value. Put a in here that says the item's original price. We're going to define a variable discount percentage, which of course is the discount percentage. Then this discount amount variable is the amount of the discount that will actually be calculated from what the user inputs. And once we have that discount amount defined, we'll be able to subtract it from the original price to determine this variable, which we're calling sale price. So we need to basically set up all these variables, and again, be descriptive when you define your variables. You can certainly vary from the variable names that I chose, but they do need to be descriptive. So once we have that done, and we'll give you a minute to do it, we'll move on to the next part where we actually start to calculate. Okay, so now you'll see I highlighted the first piece of code where we have to basically convert the original price to a decimal value. So we're going to use this decimal parse code right here, which takes the original price text box and it's going to convert it to a decimal. Once we do that, we'll be able to get the discount percentage, which you'll see in a minute. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to convert the discount percentage to a decimal number as well. Notice the code is the same, and this is one of the new things that you learn in this, and that is that we have to use this decimal.parse command, which basically says, hey, take what's in that discount percentage text box and change it to a decimal number. So you'll definitely have to take the time to do that code. So I'll give you a second to kind of do that. Once you get this percentage code typed in, you have to actually do the calculation, which moves the decimal point on that percentage 2 places to the left. And what we're going to do is basically say that discount percentage, that variable, equals itself 100. Move the decimal point 2 places to the left for us. Take that code, and then we'll go to calculating the discount. Okay, so now to calculate the discount amount, we're going to take the original price variable. We're going to multiply it by the discount percentage, which we just converted to a decimal in the last step. So that's pretty straightforward 7th grade math. We're just going to %. It'll multiply 0.2 by the original price and so on. So that will give us the amount of discount. So we naturally have to type that in, and don't forget your semicolon at the end. I've not been telling you that, but I'm sure you know that by now. With that, we'll actually go ahead and discount and subtract it from the sale price. Okay, so to calculate the sale price, we're just going to say the sale price is equal to the original price minus the discount amount. We'll have the sale price calculated. Once the sale price is calculated, then go ahead and display the sale price in the sale price label text. That sale price is naturally going to have to be converted to a string, but here's some code you definitely haven't used before. This little C in quotes right here basically is telling this to display this as currency. So whatever that sale price label is, it's going to convert it to a string so it can be displayed, but this quote C inside the parentheses here after the toString command tells it to display it as money. So once you're done displaying the sale price in this code right here, the last thing we have to do is close the form with your exit button. So I'll very quickly kind of just let this play through, but that's just a close statement, which you guys are well familiar with. Just don't forget your semicolon. And with that, a working program that is the bare minimum required for the project. Obviously, pertaining to any of the parts, you can just ask me in class.